Yellow. That's a line.
Watch
15.
twits.
On first down, Dickerson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Is fielded at the 2. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 10-yard line.
Ready.
43 is the mic.
Don't get nervous.
Big ass.
Let's go.
On first down, Lane. Johnson's got it complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
50, plant.
54. 3 bud. Slam.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Come on.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
That's going to be a long day.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lane. It's caught by Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run with Sanders. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Ready. 24-yard line.
Mike's by 4.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 54. Mike's 55.
To throw on third down. Lane. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and this one will be brought back to the 22. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Exit.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, touchdown, LA. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lane. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And Sanders has got it complete.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, that'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Brings up 4th down.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mahomes now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Watch out, watch out. Hey, Orbit, on the ball. Shoot.
Throwing on 1st down. Lane. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Good track, good track. Go, go. Big grip, big grip.
To throw again. Lane going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, 15. Hey, 20 Delta. We got 25 to make.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Okay, ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On second down, it's Sims, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the
Twist on travel.
Watch the screen. Check.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lane. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's going to let this one go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 32 on the play. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Check, 43.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Slam. 43.
Go.
On first down, Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
65.
X3, 218, chopper.
To throw on 2nd down, Lane. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets them 8.
13-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
61, let's go.
Now they run with Sims. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Walk 54. I'm on. Hey,
Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Sims. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And Ingram hauls it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 13. First down, Rams. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13. First down, Rams. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes firing complete, and they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Soft through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, Riblin, Riblin.
Hey, my 52. Orbit. 52. Watch the slant.
My 52.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Hey, color.
52.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run here with Sanders. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more minute.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
The quarterback keeps it.
Got it.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Here it comes, here it comes.
Go.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing Week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee.
You want this.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Detroit, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL